Okay, I just dropped that boat off there. I'm down in Rockville, South Carolina, and that's Marine Propulsion, little tiny marina boatyard that does a bunch of work, engine replacement and stuff like that. This is my mode of transportation back to Bohicket, and not quite sure how I feel about this. Not quite sure when the last time this engine was run, or even how much fuel we have in this thing. So this should be a fun, interesting run back home. So we'll see how we do. But this is beautiful, beautiful country out here. And I don't get up here very often just because of its location. It's pretty far away. It's about 45 minutes away from where I live, and it takes a while to get here, especially with traffic and stuff like that. One of Peter's boats at MJM. Nice little boats. So yeah, I'm gonna take this tender back up. Hopefully there's enough fuel to get me there, and if I post it, then I made it back. If not, drifting out in the Atlantic somewhere, so somebody come find me. That's the check engine light. Great. 2 seconds after I just shot that first video. So, God, hopefully we'll make it back here. Might as well look at the sights, so I'm going slow. Nice old fishing boat, all wood hull. Really cool. I love all that stuff. I used to spend a lot of time when I was a kid up in Cape Cod, up in Hatteras, going to all the seaports and everything, and looking at boats exactly like that, wondering where they came from, where they've been, what they've done. So that's really kind of cool. So this thing's pretty cool. It's about 150 feet or something like that. I was actually asked several months ago to bring this back up into Charleston, and they had mentioned something about the Coast Guard being on board and blah blah blah. So I said, maybe I should take a closer look at this. And so I actually called the Coast Guard, and yeah, this boat's on a no sail. So had I brought this up in Charleston Harbor, I would have been in pretty big trouble. There's also some confusion in regards to if it's allowed to enter Charleston without a pilot on board because of its draft. So not necessarily because of the size, but because of its draft. So it's a good thing I did my homework on this. However, this thing's really cool. I would love to take this and convert it into a expedition yacht or something like that. It's sort of what I've always wanted to do. I think it's just really cool. So anyway, it still sits here. I guess the engines are really good on it, but yeah, on a no sail until further notice. So otherwise, we're going to come up here around the corner, and we'll be back up at Bohicket Marina. My engine light's still on, but the motor's running great, so I think it's one of those things where you just put tape over it and pretend like it goes away. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to the owner when we get back to the dock. And this is if we include the dinghy, number 2 delivery of the day. I've got another one this afternoon. We're going to do another sea trial on a 60-something foot offshore. Really nice boat. The yard did some work to it, so they want to do a sea trial before they head off. So that's it for now. Okay, well, so day 2, I forgot to kind of videotape, but I took the tender back down to Marine Propulsion this morning, got that back on the back of the boat, and we ran sea trial survey. Everything seemed to be running pretty good. I can't get the port side to run up all the way to wide open throttle, and then the Glendenning, so slave and lead, I can't get that to work either. So that was kind of like the biggest things, but everything else seemed to be running pretty good. Actually have chart plotters again. Nothing else works. The Robertson doesn't work. All the stuff's just kind of really old and antiquated, so to be sort of expected. But all in all, engines are running good. No smoke, no steam. Everything looked pretty good. So we're gonna call this a win. I'm heading back up to Bohicket Marina, which is way up in there. Trying to get back up there before low tide. It's not bad. There's actually plenty of water rolling through here, but you know, especially coming out of Adams Creek, which is back where I was, it can get a little sketchy in a couple of areas, and I'd rather not hit bottom. So all's good. That's the end of this. It's like 12:30 right now. I started 8 o'clock, so
about 4.5 hours for a survey sea trial. Actually pretty good on that one. And I head back to City Marina. Got a few things that we're gonna do there, but beautiful ride, really awesome type of sort of breakers way out there. That's my wake. Big sandbar back over there, which we try to avoid. I'm coming up on these guys right here, so I'm gonna slow down, give them a slow roll, and then head up to the marina. So that's it for today.